Well, it's morning. The sun's going to come and go, and I don't have to do anything other than stay here and do normal animal stuff today. So I don't have to run out to the town or anything like that. So that's nice. I get to do what I really prefer doing, which is hanging out here with our animals and just looking after them. I enjoy looking after the animals. I don't find it troublesome or tiresome, or if I did, I wouldn't do it, to be honest, because this is not okay. Let me just be clear. There's a difference between doing it as a hobby farm and doing it as a business. I'm not a business. I'm just me hanging out and being a hobby farmer. Would I... Hi, guys. Would I... These guys are getting big. You guys are getting big. Yeah, you're big. You're big. Big over here, too. We got a couple of ducks. We got a couple of ducks here. We've sold a couple of ducks. We've got a couple of ducks in here. I've got a bunch of ducks outside. So we're trying to figure out what our duck number is. But anyway, I wouldn't do this if I didn't enjoy it. There's a difference between someone who's doing it for money. I mean, you might enjoy it less because it's a job. It's okay to not love your job every single second of every single minute. But I love doing this because I can. Because I can love doing it. So it's a good thing. Anyway, I had someone ask how we manage all the muck and manure. Honestly, we put it in the garden. Muck and manure is a way of life on a farm of any kind. Whether you are a hobby farm, a large farm, a small farm, there is muck and manure literally everywhere. Like, literally everywhere. It doesn't matter. There's muck and manure everywhere. And Arwen's in my way, and I'm just going to open the gate. But there's muck and manure everywhere on a hobby farm. That's just a hobby farm law. Okay? There's muck everywhere. Horse laying down. I had to kind of step over him there. It was fancy footwork. But, hi guys. There's some little ones here. Egg. They're all leaving. They don't like me, I don't think. The little ones. They like Tristan. He's a bird person, though. And I'm the person that, like, the rabbits really love and the goats really love and all of that. The dogs and the cats. Tristan's a bird person. Anyway, back to manure and muck. It's a fact of life on a hobby farm. The best way to deal with it is remove the manure to a compost pile or a garden, depending on its state of decomposition. And with the muck, try to keep things dry, elevate the areas where your livestock is so they don't stand in water all day, because that's the kiss of death right there. And at the end of the day, there's one of the young ones. At the end of the day, you just need to figure it out, basically. Everyone's situation is different. And for us, we remove a lot of the manure and we try to keep our pens dry. I do that by adding a lot of sand in places. So sometimes I've had people go, you seem to have a lot of sand in weird places. Yeah, sand is in the places where it's difficult to drain things. Okay? That's where we have sand. That's also the reason why I don't scrape right to the ground the rabbit pens. So you'll notice we scrape them, but not right down to the ground. They're still higher than the surrounding ground. And the reason we do that, this one he dug down again, so we have to put more stuff in there. But the reason we do that is simply for water, because this is a wetter area of the yard in the spring. So we scrape them down, yes, because they can't be wallowing in their own feces. But we don't scrape them down too far. Everyone else is back there. Good. We don't scrape them down too far, is the real trick. Let's walk through a spider web. But if we scrape them down too far, then especially the girls over here end up swimming. Okay? They end up just swimming, and that's no fun for anybody. So what we really try and do is when we are doing these things. I'm just going to move this blanket row and put it here for extra shade for the girls. But I'm just going to move it so I can look at everybody. We have one. Come here, quick. There we go. This one's real pretty. It's one of Deli's, a blue. So I've got a couple of blues. This one, I think, is either a lilac. It might be an otter. It's hard to tell. An otter and a agouti. It's hard to tell until their colors come in a little more. I think it's an agouti. I think it's a lilac agouti, which is a lynx. I think that's what that is. And let's take a look here, my babies. Oh, wow. You guys are looking really good. So we have, come here. Solid chocolate. Solid chocolate. And we have some lilac otters. They're looking really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in here. Okay. Yeah. They're all doing pretty well. I'm glad. They're doing pretty well. We've got a nice group of solids, and we really like the solids. So, somebody asked, will the Rexes be for sale? Some of this group will. The ones from earlier, like Deli's couple of litters and then some of Trunk's that'll be going to new homes, they were kind of pre-ordered almost. We had a wait list of people who wanted Rexes. So those ones were going to people who were already on the list. So this next group, some of them will be available to the general public, people who are not on the list. I'm just looking to see if I see Renee. Renee's been a little upset. Patches went home yesterday. So Renee has been a little upset. So we'll see if Renee went back in here, which she did yesterday. And then she came back out here. And she went back in there. So I don't know where she is right now. She's a little upset. Which is fine. She's allowed to be upset. Patches, though not technically part of her litter, was the one she hung out with the most. So she probably feels a little lonely. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. That's my Peaches. I love Peaches. And she's got her 4. And then over here, we have got, that's not Renee, that's Des. And then a little gray and white boy. And then Renee will be out here still somewhere. I saw her this morning. She was under the deck. But, she gets a little sad because her buddy left. But he was always destined for that home. Like, I can't keep everybody. And some of them go in pairs and some of them go in singles. It depends. Renee. Renee, honey. So Renee, the other calico, and the other gray and white boy are not ready for new homes yet. They're still too little. They need to be a little more independent of their mama. And they're not. So, they're not. And I wish they were, but they're not. And there's a bunch of chickens. And a turkey. Doing chicken things. Anyway, what's the plan for today? I have to clean an incubator, the hatcher, because I am locking down some eggs. That's the plan for today. And obviously doing the normal stuff, like hanging out with these guys. But it's a pretty easygoing day. I don't have too much on my plate. Which means I could get some work done, but I'm probably not gonna. I just don't feel like it. So, yeah, we're probably gonna get just some random things done around the yard, like picking stuff up that shouldn't be there. Because I don't know how stuff just kind of appears, but it does. So we're gonna do that. A couple other things. But for the most part, it's a pretty easygoing day. So, we'll see. But for now, I'm going to go back inside. There's some ducks walking weird. But I'm going to go back inside and see what's going on in there because there are puppies. And we will check in on the puppies. They are cute little bugs. and I love them. So we will go check in on the puppies, and I do have to water my plants a little bit later. So we are doing stuff, which means I can just avoid going to work, getting any work done. I don't want to work. I don't want to do work today. It's nice out. Maybe it's supposed to rain. It might rain tomorrow, so if it's rain tomorrow, I'll work then. That's the plan. So let's carry on with our day. All right, we are back and we are outside. We have stuff to do. We got to clean an incubator. We have to water some of the plants. We got stuff. Okay, so let's get stuff underway. Let's just check in here. I'm just checking on the young ones. Yeah, the young ones look pretty good. Very nice. I'm just checking on the younger birds. Right, they're over here doing their thing. I like to keep my eye on the younger birds, make sure they're doing okay. There's another one in the doorway there. I like to just make sure the younger birds are doing okay, adapting to life outside for a few weeks. You know, make sure they're not totally blah and don't know what's going on. They seem fine, though. These ones seem fine. They're Shadowfax. Arwen. So, I am just going to... There we go. Pop that open. We have 6 ducks over here. The 3 younger ones, I don't know if they're boys or girls yet. Okay, I don't know. I'm hoping for... I need another boy. So I'm hoping for at least one boy. So I've got 2 boys. Not in that group. The boys, I can see them. They're past the Teresa. But I need another boy. And I'm hoping at least one of those is a boy. But I hatch a pretty good number of girls every year. So it's possible that I need that egg. Okay. She wants to incubate eggs, but I don't want her to. She's not... That black hen in there, she's not good at this. Like, I need this egg. She's not good at it. I wish she was, but she's kind of... Silkies are normally really good, but she's not good. Okay, she's just not. Little one might be okay, but she's not. Okay. Let's check on these guys. We've got perfect little guys doing their sleeps. Very nice. Basically, what we want to do is make sure everyone is alive and well. Don't jump out. Don't jump out. Don't jump out. You're popcorning. Don't jump out. I just want to make sure you're all good. Fine, I'm closing the door. Oh my god. Okay. All right, they're fine. Boys are fine. Silverado's here. He's fine. He's muddy again. I want to wipe the schmutz off him, but I'll come back and do that. I know sometimes I stop the video so I can go wash the schmutz off him, but I'll just leave it for now. It's fine. I'm going to go water the garden, play with kittens. Oh, I love the kittens. Hatching season is coming to a close, so I have an egg in my pocket that's going to go in the incubator Friday. I think I'm only putting like 4 or 6 silky eggs in. Just going to take my cart. Ugh. Cart full of water. Cart full of water. I decided I would stop being an idiot and just use my cart. I have a cart. I'm not an idiot. I should just use my cart. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using my cart. Okay? I'm using my cart. And after we do this, we will go inside and check on the puppies and be done for the day. So, I want to go plant not plant, just water. I don't know about that pumpkin plant up there. It's like dangerously unhappy. Okay. Water the dill. I put a cage over the dill because the cats keep sitting in it. They're not doing anything. They're just sitting in it. That's enough. That's enough to cause a problem. Also, my chives are coming up. That's really nice. I like chives. Chives kind of look like grass. So if you've planted chives, you're going to want to be aware of what is chives and what isn't, because it's really easy to accidentally pluck your chives. Okay? It's really easy. to accidentally pluck your chives. I've done it. We've all done it. So if you've planted chives, just be aware of your chives. What is a chive? Where did you plant them? That kind of good thing. All right, be aware. Be aware. Watering these guys. They need lots of water. These guys are so annoying. So these are the little tomato plants and the beans. Okay, that's what these are. Beans. And I like to really soak them because it might rain tomorrow, but it might not. So it's been kind of scorchy. And I don't love the scorchy. It's weird because we had frost 2 weeks ago. And now it's like scorchy. It's annoying. But what are you going to do? Nothing. Nothing is what you're going to do. Okay. These are pumpkins and cantaloupes. They need a ton of water. Okay? They need a ton of water. I mean, I'm not saying you want to drown them, but they need a lot of water. So don't be surprised with your pumpkins if you keep putting more water and you're like, do the guys really need this much water? The answer is yeah. They need a ton of water. They need a ton. Like, they get so, especially once they have fruit on them, once they have little tiny pumpkins on their plant, they need a lot of water. Okay. These are my peppers. These are eggplant and squash. And this is broccoli and cauliflower. Because the cucumbers died. The cats were sitting on the cucumbers. When the cats are sitting on the cucumbers, there's really nothing you can do. Like, there's really nothing you can do. Yes, I have 3 cans today. Because I always keep coming back with the same can, but I've got more than one watering can. So why don't I do this all the time? Bring all 3 and use my garden cart. Because I'm dumb. Because I'm dumb. Alright. Let's take this cart. I can hear the puppies in the house. Let's take this cart, and I don't know about these pumpkins. We got them from the nursery, these pumpkins and tomato plants, because I wanted something that would kind of go faster than what we've got. I've got grass in my shoe. But I wanted something that would go faster. I'm not real happy with the quality of these plants. Like, I don't know, they're just not, right? Like, I don't know, the soil's really good quality because it's mostly compost. It's just, I don't know. There's even a couple of little pumpkins on these pumpkin plants, but I'm not as happy with these plants from the nursery as I have been in previous years. I probably should just start my own plants earlier and have them in planters in the house. Because I'm just not super happy with them. You know? I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm just not super happy with them. They were nice last year. This year, I don't know, they seem really wilty. Like, really quick to wilt. And it's not that they're not getting lots of water, and it's not that they're not getting lots of sun. They are. And they're not overwatered because that area has a lot of really good drainage. So they're moist but not wet. They're getting sun. I don't know. Last year, the plants from there grew really well. This year, I don't know. I really just... My own plants are smaller because I started them later, but they're good. All right, this is the top of an incubator. I have to blow it out with air. I have to blow it out with air. We'll play with the kittens in a minute. I have to blow it out with air blower. That gets a lot of the fluff out. Not all of it, but a lot of it. So we do that. I don't know what Pippin's doing. Hi, Pippin. Take the bottom of the incubator, give it a spray and let it soak, and then go see the kittens. Then we'll come back and clean this. So Patches is not here, okay? Because Patches went to his new home. So Patches, you won't see him again. He has gone to a lovely home where he has lots to do, lots of things. He's going to have a good life, okay? He'll have a fantastic life. So it would be nice to see him again, but we won't. We won't. It's just the way it is. But I will miss Patches. Really like Patches. I am still debating because someone asked, are you really going to keep Peaches? I don't know. I don't know. Should I? Shouldn't I? I don't know. I don't know. I keep saying that because I want to keep her badly. Here's a kitten. They're just doing kitten things. Hanging out doing kitten things. Here they are doing kitten things. I don't see Peaches. Oh, yes, I do. No, I don't. Oh, yeah. She's right there by Jake. That's not her mom. That's not her mom. But she's a good cat. Bowser is only mom to the 4 little ones. That gray and white one and the calico are Jake's. And the little cream-colored one that we walked past was Bowser's. This little one. Yeah, you just like to sun yourself. They're also too little to go. I know they're cute, but they can't go yet. They're too little. Okay? They're just too little. So, let's go take this liner off and then finish spraying down this. And the last 2 things we have to do today, locking down some eggs. And then, after we've locked down some eggs, we then have puppies to check on. And man, they're getting cute. They're almost 3 weeks old. And they are the cutest little bums. I love them. There we go. Okay. Good enough. This goes in the wash. So the liner goes in the wash. The liner goes in the wash. It washes up really well. It's just that non-adhesive shelf liner, the waffle weave one, and it works really well. You can wash it in your washing machine as long as you don't use high heat. Okay? As long as you don't use high heat. Anyway, let's go inside. All right. It's time to candle some eggs. We are in a room that we can actually make dark. So we're going to do that. Darken the room. Turn on the candler. And the first thing I'm going to do is check an egg. Okay, this egg's not ready to go into lockdown, but it is alive. So it's staying in there. It's a duck egg, and I wasn't sure if it was valid or not. So that one is going into lockdown. The rest of these are either going into lockdown or not, depending. But that duck egg, it's probably, I want to say when I put it in, it was about a week along. So I'm just going to keep candling it. You can hear the puppies. We'll check on them in a minute. I'm just going to keep candling that duck egg until I know if it is good or not. Okay, that egg didn't make it. That egg did, nice and dark. Nice and dark. This egg did not. Too much light is passing through. That egg didn't make it. That one's good. It's important to remember that not every egg is going to make it. So yeah, a couple didn't make it. A couple did. And so we had 2. All the chicken eggs are good so far. The duck egg is looking good. Again, when I put it in the incubator, I think it might have been, I don't know, maybe a week along. So for right now, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to put the incubator back together and plug it in and call it a day. Because frankly, I don't know. I don't know when it's due. I think it was about a week along because you can kind of tell by the stages of development. But I don't know for sure. I don't know. I wish I did. But I think it was about a week along. So we're literally going to put the lid back on. And I'm going to slide this one back in and plug it in. And just let that egg continue to do its thing. So, I don't know. We're going to... So if it was a week along... I don't know. I just kind of shoved it in. But I don't really know. Like, when I candled it, when I put it in, it looked like it was about a week long. So, it's not going to go into lockdown today. I'll probably put it in lockdown. I don't know. 2 weeks, maybe. Probably. You know what? Why not? Put it in lockdown in 2 weeks. And then we'll call it good. Do whatever we can. Anyway, let's take a look at the puppies. I'm just gathering them up so they're all in one spot. Let's just scoot over here. Aw, look at the puppers. Look at the puppers. So, they are all doing fantastic. Just make sure we have everybody. Okay, looks like we have 8. Yeah, we're on the rampage sometimes. It's okay, don't worry about it. And they're using their puppy pads. They're doing a good job. They really are. They're trying very hard. They're going to be 3 weeks old tomorrow, so I'm going to start trying to take them outside for half hour at a time, just so they can see what that's like. Because seeing what that's like would be really a lot of fun for them. So, I think they'd like grass. The puppies. Of course they'd like grass. Look at our rambunctious little puppies. Oh, I'm so excited. I want to keep them all. I can't because some of them are already spoken for. But I have no problem. No problem at all. Look at this guy all asleep. Look at this guy all asleep. Look at this guy. All asleep and he's asleep and everyone else is fighting. It's really quite cute. Anyway, we're going to call it a day. I have to get to bed. It's getting quite late. But I'm glad most of those eggs made it, and I don't know about that duck egg. I'm just going to live with it. For right now, we're going to watch the puppies kill each other and go to bed. They're ferocious. They're ferocious little pups. I'm telling you. We'll see you tomorrow.